Hi guys, it's me, Andrea, and I'm here with the third week of my ATCs a day 2017. And these are the numbers 17 to 23. Let me look. Yes, number 17 to 23. And it starts out with this brushstroke card I made. And was simply the watercolor, didn't prepare it, so perfect for the brushes. Put some of it on, sprinkled it on, sprayed water, and then the next lot here was the purple. And after everything dried, I saw some shapes in it. Nothing particular. Could be some human shapes, as you can see here, of course. But I keep it relatively abstract. And it is a bit difficult to work like that on a little ATC. I will be happy when I'm back on bigger stuff. Of course I am, but it is really something. After a while, you're longing to work on something big. Okay, I go in here with gesso, and the good thing is that the brush is, of course, not permanent, and you reactivate it every time you go over it, and with the gesso at the end, it will be permanent. So, but I use it in my favor to shade it in the shapes in the way I wanted it. So, and for the outside shading here, I use my brush thingies, my Zig Clean Color real brushes. I will never ever remember this name. I always have to look up for that, but okay. Go over or alongside the edge with them and slightly over with my water tank brush. And I do it, yeah, go back and forth and just having fun with it. It's always a fun process to go on until you're happy. You know that. So, and of course, there was something missing. I had this um, lines or this shapes up, and I wanted to have a different shape, horizontal shape, and I thought that might be a good idea to have something and hang something down on it. And then I thought about a picture, and to me, then I thought that looks pretty much like an exhibition. People are standing in front of a picture, and what do they see? Themselves. And yeah, I quite liked the idea, so that's what I did. And that's what my work means. It is something that looks, yeah, very familiar to you, and yeah, that's it actually. A bit of lining outside here and there, and that's it. That's my number 17. So on the next one, I'm using my just arrived Yupo papers from Jet Ranger, the or the thicker ones, the white ones. And I use one of my favorite combination, that's green, orange, and yellow, and have that on the felt with a bit of the blending solution and dab it. First, I go over in I have this bigger areas, and then I dab very lightly that I get this little cells, and I do that because I like it. I like this little cells. It looks so nice, and I always go again because sometimes the cells are getting lost because they're blooming again. So I have to do and dab lightly here and there again. So that's at the end, it keeps this little cells. And that's what it does. After it dried, I cut it into size, and this sheets, I make it perfectly for of ATCs. Yeah, for ATC sizes it is. Okay, but for my number 20 or my number 18, I only use one, of course. And what I try here, I go in with my stencil and use a felt drowned only with alcohol or with this blending solution. At the end of the day, it's alcohol, let's face it. I sort of worked. I think it would work better if you would do the same with alcohol inks. You would see it much clearly if you have a contrasting color. So, but then I stamped with archival ink and wipe it off immediately, that will leave a bit of a resist. But I was a bit too impatient. You have to wait a bit. But if you wait too long, it's dry and you won't be able to remove it. So you have to find the right time. So you can see here, that was the right time. You lift it a bit, but not too much that it's completely gone. And that's what I wanted, because, very simple here, because the background, it's all about the background, It's don't fade, simply like that. And it could mean a lot. In this case, of course, it could mean don't fade away. But that's something rowers say when they're doing this rowing race, and then don't fade, don't fade. Okay, but that's it. A few sprinkle here with white acrylic ink, and that's it. So this this I cut that out of glossy photo paper. I ran it through my Sizzix with this embossing folders, and the lower ones there with this clocks, quite like them. They're making a nice grungy or steampunky theme, vintage theme. And I use my acrylic inks in turquoise in combination with, as you know by now, I like this combination of turquoise and burnt sienna. To me, the perfect vintage combination, isn't it? I only will use one. I prepared both of them, but I of course will only use one, because I will never do 180C double. I'll never do something double anyway. All my pieces are unique, even when I make cards, I never make a card in the same way. Even if with my bunnies, when I did this tutorial about card layering, that even is a bit different. So okay, and I use on that one with the dots, I use my neon colors, and luckily I got now my neon inks. I didn't find any before, but now Amsterdam makes acrylic inks, and they have this neon colors, and I love them. So happy about that. I love neon colors so much. So I always put it on a bit of water, let it dry, drip and dry it, and then I go over black, because neon and black, it is perfect. It's I can't get over it. Get so excited, yay! So a bit of black with my brayer here as well, to get the the shape out, or the like tummy, the embossing stuff. So so I have this package left. It was packaged actually, and already there was already gesso on top. I put black gesso over it because of this strong contrast with these neon colors. So my idea was to have, actually the problem was, my first thought was doing this little dog, but then I wanted to do 2 ATCs with a Paris theme, because that goes into the swap for my Facebook group, or for the Facebook group Studio ABC, and I thought I will use this as this window thing. To me it would be perfect for Paris window, shopping and shop windows and stuff like that. So, but I glued it down here. But at the end of the day, the background was far too strong. But I wanted to keep this window idea. I will use that one I already glued down now later for my little dog, but I'm still trying. I have this plastic sheet where I want to put the rub-ons on. It wouldn't work on that very textured, detailed background. So I put it on that plastic, and I tried to make it work. You can see it gets lost on that background. Now I thought, when I go in with marker on marker and try painting or drawing on plastic, that works only best with this alcohol markers, but even though it wasn't showing up at all. So, and I had this leftover ATC from, was it it was, I think it was a swap for the Studio ABC as well. We had this left because I always do 4, but we only swap in 2. I had this sun rays thing left, and I thought that is absolutely perfect for it. And there, the gold and the Eiffel Tower showing up perfectly. So I didn't do, or didn't want to do a lot more. I will go back after I make this. We'll go back to that one. So, and this is tissue paper I have. It's 7 Gypsies, I think. And I use this Eiffel Tower, draw it out, and now I work on the other one, put some edging around because the white was showing up. Do it on the other one as well. So, and this is a stamp I got at some stage from someone. It's all with these French words and Notre Dame and stuff like that. So, stamp it down randomly, and going back to that one. And I thought a white, nice border around it, with some dots and some open lines, and that would actually put even more meaning to the girls there. And Paris Chic, again going over the words to get the letters a bit bigger, but that's it. So my next one, I wanted to go over with a bit of a grey color here, but watered it down that of course the stems could be seen again. And then I use my baby wipe and turquoise again, and here that's Calypso blue and a bit of green. That's what you need. Paris in spring, for example. Okay, and or midnight blue, of course, around the edges. Have a bit of a more dimension around the edges, but I think that's color-wise it. Is it? I think so. Or this Paris I have from a napkin. I only use that from it. I thought I would use a different napkin, but it didn't really show up. So, and I wanted to have a bit of dimension. I really like texture on my stuff, so I use my word or text stencil here. Didn't want to leave it completely white, go over it with a bit of, that's the Vivid Ultra Metallic, actually in turquoise, but it leaves a bit of a nice shine. It doesn't pick it up on camera that good, but it's there. So put the Paris down with my liquid medium, and then I use one of my little sugar girls here. I call them sugar girls. I got all this nice sugar bags from Sabine Türk. She is an artist, and she had a lot of her art. She's doing really big canvases, but her art is on sugar bags. For example, this ones you get when you order a coffee in a restaurant or so, and she sent me quite a lot of them. I saw that in a restaurant, and I took all the sugar bags I could find in the restaurant, and her website was on there and the Facebook page, and I contacted her if it was okay to use them, and she even sent me more. Isn't that great? So I will have a class. She's giving classes, so I will do a class at some stage. I already wanted to go, but then life, golly, was so ill, and it was so expensive, and used up all the money we have calculated for the dogs. And you know how it works. When you have dogs, you know how that works. Okay, so, and then the next one, that is the one with the really fantastic neon background, and that I use a die cut I got from Lynn. She's Crappity Doodah, and she sent me some of them, and I really like that. It's the dog together with the girl, but I really like to use them separately. And on the second half here of this dog, his back side, I use all these neon colors and to match it to the background in this window. So I have the white part on the very colorful background, and this colorful background or backside of the dog I have on that black background. Trying to get a bit of happy colors on it and glue it down. Attach it again. Oh, he's whole again. Yay. So I'm gluing here to my desk all the time. That's what you can hear is when I lift my arms and I'm gluing down to it. It's so sticky and so warm here. It's 36 degrees. It's not nice anymore. Okay, going on. I put here a bit of this glossy varnish from Liquitex on to have a nice shine, because the black gesso is always a bit bland, and yeah, I don't like that, so that's why I put it on. So and then you can see me preparing here with a bit of gilding wax these gears. They are on this card now, on this ATC with this clock face, and this is a German sentence I put in that says früher war alles besser, mix in English with German, and that means these good old days, everything was better in the past. I hate it. A lot of old people, oh, my generation included, say that everything was better in the past, good old days. No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't. You are not able to adapt to the future. That's your problem. Gosh, I hate that. And I really hope I will never be that way. And let's hope, yeah. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. But I don't like it. That's something I really don't like. When people still live in the past. You're not supposed to live in the past. You're a human being. You develop and you're going into the future. You can't stay in the past. So if you stay in the past, that means you're dead. Yeah, come on. Okay, bit of a Ginny in there. I should shut up moaning, but it's so hot and I like to moan a bit. And yeah. Naggy, naggy, naggy. Ah, guys, it is. On one hand, I like it when it's warm, but it's now getting too hot. Okay, the last one. This is a sheet of tissue paper Peg Robinson sent to me with this fantastic stamp images. I love them all. I really, a lot of this tissue page she sent me. It's not the only one. She sent quite a lot. And there is not one stamp image I don't like, really. It's fantastic. She has fantastic stamps. Bit of enviness, yeah. So I cut that to size, and I wanted to put them on the ATC, but then I discovered one wouldn't be enough, and I cut out more and more and more. And I think I used them up all. Or do I have one left? I don't know. I think I used them all up. So, but that's what they are for. So now put them down here with my Liquitex medium and cut them to size. When you see that, the single motifs on these little squares, absolutely beautiful. So what I use is my, golden fluid acrylic in teal. I use a bit of water. I think I sprayed water on top of first and then went over it, because the background, of course, I wanted to keep that stamp background. This is this golden green from Golden, the fluid, like the combination a lot, and a tiny bit of violet, red violet. It's the Liquitex, not Liquitex. It's golden acrylic, fluid acrylic as well. A violet, dark violet, I think it's called. It's really dark but beautiful. Okay, but that's it color-wise. And what I do now, I cut some of these motifs out, some of these squares, and put them on in, and I leave them in black and white. I really like that. The only thing I do actually, I don't know if you can see that, but I glued that on cardstock first, that they can handle them better, because I put them on 3D foam tape. Couldn't do that with tissue paper, of course not. And glue it down then on the matching square. And what I do, and the camera doesn't pick it up properly, is I use a gel pen, a sparkly one, this one in silver, and I get some details out with that. Don't know if you can see that later. I will show you. That is really nice and sparkly. But that's it. That's the last one. It's Friday the 23rd. I can't show it on Friday the 23rd because we have a hop going on. So you will see that later. But yeah, you can see that. It's beautiful, isn't it? And that's it. You will see some pictures coming up and a bit of edging here and there. And that's it. I hope you like it, and I will see you in 1 week's time with my next ATCs again. But that doesn't mean you won't see something on Monday and Wednesday. It will be something different. So I hope you like it. If so, please give me a thumbs up. And I wish you a fantastic time, guys. Bye bye.